Alright guys, welcome back to Danganronpa. Previously, we watched Leon get executed, and now we have to decide what we're gonna do next. I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen,
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
it's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. Yeah, exactly. She didn't have to write Leon's name. So, I guess in that sense, she didn't want Makoto to be implicated in this whole thing. Even as she was dying, she was like, nah, Makoto can't take the fall for this. Even if she was the one that wanted Makoto to take the fall for it. You know, it's kind of complicated. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. But, you know, if she was dead and she wasn't thinking of you, she could just... Whatever, I'll just die, whatever, Makoto. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's not what you think in your dying moments.
Certainly.
But yeah, it is a possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. I think that has something to do with the idea of murders. Like, if you half-heart a murder, you're gonna fail. So I guess that's what Kyoko is building off. Her hesitation attracted failure. Yeah, something like this.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Well, aside from my luck, I guess, because I am the ultimate lucky student.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Moving past something isn't necessarily forgetting, you know? It's learning to... Yeah, as you said, it's learning to carry them without being bogged down by it. Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So, instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. And yeah, this is actually a sign of character, in some sense. Like, you can't learn if you just forget about things. Like, you can't just make a mistake and now forget about it. Sometimes bringing the hardship can teach you a lot. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. Nice!
Hey.
We finally got Kyoko to smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... What, are you gonna say because you're psychic? Oh no! Oh no! I like it, but I hate it so much.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. This is like she lives in me, something like that. That sort of vibe. Chapter 1. Survive. The end. Oh, damn. So that's what the screen is for. To be continued. You received the Despair Bat present. Are you okay, Makoto? Why was that pure silence? I don't like this. Are we investigating? Oh God. Oh well. I was not expecting that. Bathroom? It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. Well, both mentally and physically, actually. Also, I want my bathroom back. So yes, please clean it up. Though I don't even think that that's what Makoto's thinking about. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke. Sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Bro. My close friend just died. Chill. Sorry, don't apologize. This guy's an ass. He's been an ass since day one. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a Why are you smiling?
Hey, come on.
Exactly. Why, of all the people, Mondo seems to have the biggest sense of, sense. Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? I don't think that would be any better. Yeah, that's another reminder. That would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto, that's exactly what I was talking about. Sometimes facing it is the way. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So, everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel any better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once before, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. Yeah, that's why I think the 16th seat in the trial was not a mistake. Something's going on here, and it has something to do with that 16th seat. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what? Hey, no, I'm vibing with Byakuya again. Please not.
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? Well, it's like that train dilemma. Vote for him, you kill one. Don't vote for him, you kill everyone else. So, it's still killing, but you can't win, basically. It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Hifumi! Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So, don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. And I guess this is true evening, huh?
This is a school. As such, soon the doors to the dining hall. Oh, it was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did.
Oh wait, this is new. Hang on.
See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions.
Oh my god, it's a bear pun.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault that happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. Okay, daily life. So, yeah, so I think I'm getting the cycle now, and I think this time it's gonna be the boys. Well, obviously it's gonna be the boys. It says so in the title. What the hell? Okay. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it. Began what? Huh?
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Zumba?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, morning exercise. What the hell?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And obviously this guy's gonna follow because he's the ultimate honor student. He has to follow the rules.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
What is this for? Do you want us to get stronger so that we can kill each other more efficiently? Is that it? Look at Hina. Hina's like, what the hell? Mondo's like, Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. Aw, too soon, man. Too soon. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto.
Yaha!
Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Nah, not really. Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Well, you are to die for, technically. Am I just gonna die writhing in agony for? So? Alright. So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. And I'm pretty sure Sakura doesn't need any more exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise.
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Okay, he's just memeing now. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. That sounds like the kind of junk you would come up with, Hifumi. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Well, you never know. Okay then. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak Academy, a whole new world will open up to you. Let me guess, the next floor.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys?
A dazzling place to be with you. Okay. It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. Not related, but sure.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us more confused than when he showed up. But a whole new world?
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside? Nah, too easy.
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant. It seems we'll have to search your school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet up back at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. No, let's get moving. Taking his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump cut the video to when I find something new, but just so that you all know what I do off screen. I'm gonna go hunting for all the coins, because in every chapter, the coins reset. So whatever coins you find in chapter 1, you can find them again in chapter 2. An example was the trash can in Makoto's room. So, 3, 2, 1. Boop! Okay, so that didn't take long. So basically I was right. The second floor is now open, so let's check it out. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Alright. Let's do this one by one, shall we? How did you put a pool on top of the gym?
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? It's what I found, a pool. There's a pool here. Yeah, you're the ultimate swimmer. No wonder you're so excited. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Celeste? The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable
Do
for
you
us.
understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class time may not be so bad. Well, that's one way to look at it. Oh yeah. Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But it still sounds like the lockers room here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? That's weird. What? Have you, do you have a locker room phobia? It's not I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia though. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's a pretty badass gun. Okay. So let's try the doors. Behind this door is the locker room. This is the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space, yes? And boys... Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Oh, interesting. I knew they would have a second purpose.
Of course!
Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, okay, that's pretty good. You'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for a scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling. The perverts get shot up. I got it. And it'd all be duka.
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by the thing. I bet you wouldn't even feel it. I think you'd just die. Exactly. But what happens if someone loans your handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook. And what would get them into the girl's locker room? Would it not? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Oops, I gave Celeste's voice to Monokuma. Okay, then how does this sound?
I got it!
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton. Well, better than some politicians. Boom.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent a handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's cause you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. Not necessarily. Chihiro is definitely not a sex-crazed maniac. You're at that age you try humping up. I'm not even monetized and I'm scared to get demonetized. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our zones. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the whole image of the school itself.
Disgusting.
I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Alright. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it!
Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me?
As for me...
There is nothing I hate more than getting water in my face. Oh yeah, if I were to guess, you'd have pretty thick makeup.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I actually like swimming personally, so I actually agree with that. Though because of circumstances, I haven't gone swimming in a long time, but I like it. It's like literally the only sport I enjoy. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Alright, so jump cut to the next area. I'm gonna look around for coins. Right, for reference, this is how the gym looks with that poster over there. Not much really clickable in here. So yeah, and then we get to the pool. And this is how it looks. Just for future reference, there's nothing really interesting in here. That's why I'm just adding this in at the last minute. But yeah, so that you guys won't be surprised when you suddenly see rooms I didn't showcase. Alright, so back to the actually new area. Alright, so we're in classroom 2A. The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. And what do you have to say, Sakura?
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world.
Huh.
I should probably take a really close look around. Yep, and there doesn't seem anything here that's especially interesting. It just looks like a different colored classroom, so jump cut to the next new area. Alright, so here's a look of how the hallways actually look. It looks like there's a third floor. Yeah, which means not everything has opened up yet. So it's kind of morbid to think that someone else has to die so that we can get to the third floor. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the hallways too, because you won't be seeing much of this if my editing is anything to go by. Usually there's nothing here anyway. So yeah, take a good look, because this is probably the last you'll ever see of this. Unless of course there's a scripted sequence where I have to run through it. Alright, so let's check out the library. Oh, posh. It's actually a cool room. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. Sounds like a library to me. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. But then again, a lot of libraries I know of has giant windows, so they don't really need all that good lighting. Because, you know, it already inherently has good lighting. I'm absolutely shocked. How come?
Damnation!
They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works. Such is the life of a fanfic writer. Well, yeah. Why would they have comics in the library? Oh. Okay, just this once, I agree on Toko on this. And it's kind of ironic. The ultimate writer is beside the ultimate fanfic creator. So this is like a conflict waiting to happen. You just don't get it. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing!
Now hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. She's just gonna say it's not a book, it's a comic. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. You're not making yourself look any better, you know.
Here we go!
My creations are what will determine my meaning and my value. You're so full of it. I am used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Yeah, those two really worry me too, honestly. Byakuya? But still, the library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Stop
Oh,
talking.
nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Stop being so antagonistic. Also, you're here again. With him. Aw, you really do have a crush on Byakuya. I was memeing, but apparently that is exactly what's going on. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. Oh, coin. Alright, so that's it for the... Oh no, let's look in here first. If we can get in here. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. But coins! The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter? What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting here for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Yeah, he has a point, Makoto. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. Oops, wait, I didn't notice this. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope Speak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with formal government support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope Speak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history. For the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end of Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. Hang on. We were going here because the school was open. That's the whole premise. We were supposed to start our school life here. But now this letter, looking pretty damn old to be honest, is saying that it's actually closed? What? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem
Hope Speak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. Yeah. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope Speak closed down at least a year ago, and nobody knows about it? You went on a forum and there was no forum saying Hope Speak closed or whatever. And what about all the students? They didn't share that the school is closed? What's going on? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got there just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Aside from the no other students, I guess. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. And never saw anything about this.
So in other words,
that must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all here. Aren't you a rich kid? Wouldn't your family know something about this? Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming this letter is real.
However,
if it is real though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. Fair. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make. Serious issues. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Speak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
Now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. Mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? I doubt. Even if you know the motive, you can just still keep you here. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
so...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, then there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. That's it? Wasn't there a whole other hallway behind us? But I didn't see anything exactly what that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Oh, okay, no jump cut needed. It did it for me.
Listen to me!
Alright, so I guess we established that there's nothing on the second floor except for the library, a classroom, and a swimming pool. Well, that's what the game would have us believe for now then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new thing?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool. A freaking pool. And lockers filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sucky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. Stairs? Okay, no. Let's think like Taka. He's gonna say, all of the windows in the second floor are also barred or blocked.
Quiet down and listen!
Oh! That's actually new information. Amazing. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a frickin' way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the
What?
warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not what I saw.
Hey, come on.
You effing people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we got goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the F?
Stop fucking around.
We're still trapped in this piece of shit asshole. Oh wait, school. Oops. we need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is key, yes? But now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you feffin' loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. Okay. Taka's not my favorite character, but I feel bad. Because the problem with tryhards is, they usually bring something to the table and they're usually rewarded for it. So, getting put down like this is really extra, it feels extra bad for people like them. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope? just to turn around and betray that hope. Ding dong, bing bong. Alright, I guess I'll leave it there for now. Our first day in chapter 2 is now over. So actually, the second floor teaches us some interesting things, like the new rule about the e-handbook, the separate locker rooms, and the library with that letter, and an archive section that Byakuya didn't want us to go into. So I have a feeling that in this chapter, there's going to be way more lore, and I'm fairly sure when the next case comes, it's going to be so much more complicated than the first one. Which I hope, because the first one felt like a tutorial, if you get what I mean. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you guys want to see the next part, please subscribe and like, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, everyone.